Today is going to be a meditation session, talking about coping with constant change, because I feel like just now everything feels like it's changing and it's always coming, it's always happening. So yeah, just want to talk a little bit about coping with constant change and change in general before we go into the meditation, because that will support what I've spoken about and covered and touched on. So yeah, change can be such a, even just saying that word, it can be such a big scary thing, because what does that even mean? It's the unknown. It's, you know, usually it's negative things, because it's things that we focus on, that when something changes, we focus on the negative aspects of it, and how that affects us, and how it's all the things that we don't want to happen. But change can be also, it's like, it can feel like it's out of our control, or we can focus on things that are out of our control. So the one way to cope with that is to focus on things we can control. Like just now, obviously, just focus on things we can control, such as our thoughts, our behaviours, our actions, like what it is are we doing that can help ourselves deal with the change, or create a more positive feeling in our lives. And again, it's living and focusing on the past or the future, like what's happened or what could happen, can create this feeling of anxiety and fear, which again doesn't makes us feel quite negative and doesn't really help us feel that great. So yeah, it's just like anything, like when things are changing, and it can be difficult, like I said, because we focus on the negative parts, the parts of what we don't want, and the habits that we want to stop, and we focus on that, and it can build and build and build. So we actually need change in our life, though. Life is change, life is movement. That can be, and the more we move, and the more we change, the more joyful we can feel. That can be like emotionally, physically, intellectually, we're challenged. Our body and our minds actually need that change to feel alive. And it can feel hard at the time, but like we're talking today, the theme, coping with that constant change, can help you see it as a positive, and see it actually as a helpful thing rather than something to be avoided, because it can help us feel more energized and learn and look so much more, like everything. So like I said at the start, change is such a big area. It's like, where do you even start? And how can you start to unpick that? And one thing, or what can you do to control that feeling? So one thing that you can do is focus on things that, the positives in your life, things that you're grateful for, things that you're thankful for that you have in your life. It can be things that are super simple, like, you know, a warm bed that you woke up in this morning, the device that you're using just now to connect with this meditation. And research has shown that practicing gratitude actually helps improve your physical health, your mental health, reduces stress, and improves sleep and self-esteem. So that's a really great way. That's a really great technique or practice to implement into your life to help cope with this constant change. It just helps you feel in control. It's something that you can do for yourself every day, and it's something that has proven benefits. So yeah, it just helps you experience more positive emotions and develop with that resilience and strength. So when things happen that, you know, maybe aren't what you expected or what you hoped to happen, you have that core strength, that core foundation that will help get you through it, and help create like a more positive daily life as well, because your life's made up of your days. So we can live in the past and the future, but it's when we anchor ourselves in the present that we actually create the future we want, or create the day that we want, and it can help you cope with that change and create those really positive feelings that are super helpful. So we're going to be doing if you hadn't guessed, we're going to be doing a gratitude meditation this morning. Now this is about 20 minutes long, so it's a bit longer than your beginner style. If you've never done big meditation before and it feels uncomfortable when you're doing it, just notice the thoughts, take a break if you want, just open your eyes or give your shoulders a shake and then come back into it. I will totally guide you through this meditation. So we'll just get you comfortable and yeah, just take your time, just any thoughts that pop up, just recognise them, let them go and come back into the meditation. And again, I'll be talking all the way through it, so even if it'll give you something to focus on. So yeah, you can either sit or lie for this, whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to put your feet flat on the ground. If you want to get any blankets, like totally make this for you, tailor it to you, make sure you're nice and cosy. If you need water beside you, get your water set up, any cushions. Yeah, just make sure you're going to be comfy lying or sitting for about 20 minutes. I'm just thinking actually of, let me just get a little bit of music set up. Okay, can everyone hear that? The music okay? Amazing, you can hear me. Is it too, can you hear it, Emma? Music? A little bit? Amazing. Okay, and you can hear me okay over it? Fabby. Okay, so just wherever you're sitting or lying, just make sure your feet are flat on the ground or your legs or back are flat on the ground. And just close your eyes and just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe in, just really fill your belly up. Just imagine, if it helps, that there's a balloon in your stomach and you're filling the balloon up with air as you breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And just continue to breathe like this for the next couple of minutes. And just listen to my voice as I guide you through the meditation. Now check in with your feet. Just drop your awareness to your feet area. And just feel your feet against the ground. And the ground against your feet. And just soften and relax your feet if there's any tension or stress here. And move your awareness up to your legs. And just allow your legs to soften and relax. And just let any stress and tension go from here. And just move your awareness to your stomach area. And just allow this area to soften and relax, and just release any stress and tension that's in this area. Just let it go. And just bring your awareness up to your arms. And just allow any stress to be released from this area. And just allow your arms to soften and relax. And bring your awareness now to your heart center. And just, if you feel any stress or tension here, just let it go. Just allow your heart, chest to soften and relax. And then move your awareness up to your shoulders as we hold so much stress and tension in this area. Just give them a shake if that feels good, or just imagine them soften and relaxed. And if there's any stress or tension still felt here, just let it go. And just set the intention that for the next few minutes is whatever you need it to be. You've made the decision to come here today, this morning, you've taken time out of your Saturday. And just move your awareness up to your head and your face. And just allow your whole head and face to relax and soften. And just allow any stress and tension to be released and let it go. And just continue to breathe normally, whatever way that it means for you. And just let appreciation and gratitude just fill your body and mind. And if it helps, just imagine a small ball of light in your stomach. And just imagine that warm, bright ball of light growing bigger and bigger as it fills your whole stomach. As that light just moves through your legs and your arms and your head. And just allow that feeling of gratitude and appreciation just to fill your whole body. And now think of someone you don't know that well, but who has supported you this week in some way. It could be the author of a book that you're reading. It could be the cashier at the supermarket. Just allow yourself to feel how you've benefited from the gift of their work. And allow yourself to feel that appreciation and gratitude. And now think about the tools that you use to support your work and your life. Your computer, your phone, your books, the building, the home you live in. And now just choose one thing, one tool, and consider all that was needed to make it happen, for it to exist, for its creation. appreciate and feel gratitude that you have access to these tools. And now bring your awareness and think of the people that you work with and live with, and feel gratitude for them. And think of a particular person whose work or effort directly supports your work in life. Someone that's particularly supported you. And appreciate their contribution, their good intentions, their support. And say in your mind, thank you. Now, bring to mind someone you care about. Picture them in your mind. And think about what this person means to you. What it is you appreciate about them. Who they are. And the experience they've had on your life. How's your life better with them in it? And now just check into your body and notice what feelings you're experiencing, what sensations, if any, you feel in your body. And again, just notice them, appreciate them, and then let it go. And let yourself express gratitude towards the person that you care about. Thank them for being who they are and for being in your life. And if you can, just imagine them receiving your gratitude. And now bring your mind to something in particular that you're grateful for today. This could be absolutely anything at all. And feel the appreciation and gratitude for its presence in your life. As you bring these things to mind for what you're grateful for, just allow yourself to rest in this feeling for a few moments. And just breathe in, breathe out. And finally, just appreciate the opportunity to stop and experience this meditation itself. And for all that you have brought up this morning, for all that you have brought to mind during this meditation, for all the gifts in your life. Just say in your mind, thank you. And to all the people to all that is around you and part of you, for all that you have experienced in your life. For all of this in your mind, say thank you. And allow the sense of gratitude to fill you completely as you breathe in and breathe out. Focusing on the breath right here, right now, fully alive and present in this moment. And now finish with a full deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. And when you're ready, just open your eyes and come back into the room. Amazing. How's everyone feeling? Is that okay? Sometimes you can be a little bit groggy when you wake up from a meditation. But that's a really good one to do in the morning. The best time, you can do it in the morning or night, like gratitude. It's really good to set you up for the day, or you can do it in the evening to feel gratitude for the day that's already gone. So that's a really good meditation to do that. And again, just think of people, things, places, things that are in your experience that you can feel grateful for. And again, the meditation is just a really great way to sort of stop and check in with yourself and just remind yourself that you've got all these great things in your life, because sometimes we can forget. We're so busy, or we're focused on bad or negative things that are happening. Sometimes that can just take over our mind, and sometimes it's nice just to give ourselves that little breathing space to think about all the good things that we actually have, which are usually more than we think when we actually sit down and think about it. One little exercise I thought, if this was too long for you to do every day, because I know everyone's really busy, and what I really love is giving women tips, little simple tips that they can fit in around their busy day. So something that maybe takes 5 minutes rather than 15, just in case that day they only have 5 minutes. So another really great exercise that you can do to keep you focused on the positives, and if you've no time to do a longer meditation like that, is to write a gratitude journal. Again, I usually do this every morning, You can do it at night as well if that suits you, but all it is you get a little notepad and you focus on all the good things. So the things that you were meditating on, you would literally just write a list of that every day. And the challenge is to do 10 a day. And when I first started doing this, I thought, no way can I think of 10 things. So if that does feel like a struggle, start with 3 and then move up to 5. And then before you know it, it's like you just can't stop noticing them. So then before you know it, you've got 10 like every day. And it honestly switches up your mindset and your feelings very quickly. This is like it turbocharges your mindset. So if you're having a bad week, or you need to recharge, or you need to reset, that's a really simple, easy, quick way to just feel good, basically. Because when we start to feel good, it all starts in our thoughts and our minds. Like when we have good thoughts, then that affects how we're feeling, and that affects how we act in our behaviours. So it means we're going to be more likely to feel like working out or doing some exercise, or we'll just feel better around the people that are around. They'll notice a change in us as well, and that's just such a simple thing you can do. So yeah, maybe give that a go as well. And if you need any tips and advice on how to get started with that, let me know. You can find me on social media. I am under Stacey Anne Wilson Wellness. I've also got a free Facebook group called the Good Vibe Club, which again is where I host all my tips and techniques of just how to feel good. When I first started looking into my self-development, I took a little bit from everywhere, and my dream is to create this one-stop shop where you can go to this one place, this one group, and find what works for you, because self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all. We're all different women, we've all got different lives. You need to tailor what works for you, and sometimes that is trying and testing loads of little things like meditation or a gratitude journal. And you know what, if meditation doesn't work for you at this time, that's totally cool, that's totally fine. There's plenty of other things that you can replace that with that will definitely help you feel how you want to feel. But yeah, you can find me there. Ina's doing amazing work with the Wellbeing Festival, and there's loads of other amazing speakers and businesses on there that you should definitely check out, and that would there might be something there that suits you as well. But